The biggest segment of PTSD patients are veterans. The prescribed drugs for PTSD used to improve the patient mood and decrease the stress. But if the patient stops the drug, he will feel stressed again. And this causes dependence or some sort of addiction. Recently, the VA administration adopted new techniques for PTSD treatment, which is effective and don't cause any dependence. But the VA challenges now that it needs to create an advertising campaign to increase the veterans PTSD patients as the prescribers awareness of the new techniques. For us, that we will start to focus mainly on New Mexico, as New Mexico contains 150,000 veterans, and we will use different platforms for this awareness campaign. We start with digital, television, and radio in targeting the mass market of the 150,000 veterans and their families. The theme that we will use is to living a healthy life in Spanish, which is the VE menos to increase the engagement to the veterans in New Mexico.
Our multimedia approach will guarantee we reach the 150,000 veterans who live in New Mexico. We also have incorporated some of the local flavor and creating our Vámonos campaign. And Vámonos in Spanish means let's go. So let's get to that healthy lifestyle and we can do it together. Our 2019 advertising media plan for the Vámonos campaign to leading a healthy lifestyle follows.
The campaign budget will be $25 million, and which will be divided into first TV as the primary tool for creating awareness for the mass market with $14.5 million. Second, the radio ads for mass marketing or mass market with $500,000. And the third thing will use the billboard ad with $1 million. And fourth, we'll use the internal and external newsletter with $1 million. And the fifth and the last tool is $1 million for the internal campaign. And we also use in addition the support media. Facebook as the primary awareness or the most important social media with budget of $3 million, and all the other social media such as Twitter or Instagram with budget of $1 million, and at the end the legislative support with 1 million or $3 million. The first and the most important channel increasing awareness is using the TV advertising. For 2019, we plan a series of 30 seconds television advertising, which will be enough to deliver the message of the new services and increase the awareness. And for this specifically, and to target the New Mexico residents, we will focus on the local television stations. Because 79% of New Mexico residents watch morning news to get the updates, which is equivalent to 1,580,000 viewers, and 54% watch the evening news, which is equivalent to 1,080,000 viewers, and 40% of the residents watch the noon time, which is equivalent to 800,000 viewers. So by the end of 2019, we will be sure that almost all of New Mexico residents are aware of the new services, which can create a word of mouth, which also can increase the awareness. The second tool we will use is radio to increase the awareness for mass market of the 150,000 veterans. We set a $500,000 budget for statewide radio stations with a 15 seconds radio ads of veterans sharing how the integrative services have helped them and how veterans can access alternative health care options. These ads will be placed Monday through Friday during morning and evening radio news, advertising to target the older veterans, and during lunch hours to target the younger veterans. The third tool we use is the billboard. The 2019 Billboard marketing campaign will promote integrated healthcare options available to veterans and active duty personnel in New Mexico. The integrative arts, including acupuncture, meditation, massage, and yoga, being offered of the Veteran Health Administration and the veteran clinics around New Mexico. And there are the few major locations that will have the maximum reach of consumers, which we will focus on to locate the billboards. We will use also the external newsletters to increase awareness. With a $1 million budget for email and monthly booklets will be spent for external newsletter distribution that can reach the 150,000 veterans, and these newsletters provide a description of the integrative service product options and their potential expectations. These booklets will be placed throughout hospitals and clinics on each floor, in waiting room, and at the hospital. In addition, the information will be sent via email on monthly basis. This media approach allows a large distribution with regular intervals and wide flexibility for minimal expense. We will use internal marketing to increase the awareness, mainly in the VA hospital in Albuquerque and the 12 clinics across New Mexico, will mainly target veterans, patients, and also the prescribers. The Veteran Healthcare Administration multimedia campaign for the year 2019 includes posters, flyer, and practitioner outreach campaign that will be targeted within the 19 healthcare facilities throughout New Mexico. The total budget for the internal marketing campaign is $1 million, which include $400,000 for posters and $400,000 for flyers and $200,000 for practitioner outreach. We plan on eye-catching wall posters with flyer at check-in counters to remind the patient to ask about the alternative therapy for PTSD.
Here we have shown continuous advertising in the blue and our pulsing advertising in red. You'll see that the continuous follows 12 months for several categories, and the pulsing we feel may be more effective during times of the year where people and veterans are looking to be more healthy. That would be in the summertime, and the fall and New Year for New Year's resolutions. This is our plan, and we're excited about it. These are the majority of our sources. Thank you for watching.